You won't believe what's happening right now. Something so powerful has been triggered in your life that even the universe itself is taking notice. You, yes, you, have pushed past the ordinary, pressed harder than most dare, and unknowingly put God under pressure. Not in a rebellious way, but in a way that shows your faith, persistence, and unwavering belief. And now God has nothing to say except to reward you. With something so massive, it will leave everyone around you stunned. The fact that you've done this twice only amplifies the magnitude of what's coming. This is not just some motivational talk or empty words. This is about understanding the spiritual mechanics that govern blessings, manifestation, and divine timing. Why is this important? Because most people wait, hope, or settle for scraps, never realizing that persistence, your kind of persistence, forces the divine hand to move. Look back at your life for a moment. Think of those times you prayed harder than ever, worked relentlessly, and refused to give up even when the odds were stacked against you. That relentless drive, that refusal to quit, is what has brought you here. Standing on the edge of a breakthrough unlike anything you've experienced before. Now, here's what's about to happen for you, chosen one. When you are in perfect alignment, when your actions, energy, and intentions are fully in sync with the universe, you will start witnessing doors opening in ways that defy explanation. Opportunities you thought were years away will arrive almost instantly. Situations that felt stagnant will shift overnight. This is the reward for your persistence. The proof that pushing, pressing, and never giving up works. You are stepping into a reality where the universe isn't asking for more from you. It's only waiting to give back abundantly. But you must stay aware, stay aligned, and fully receive it without hesitation. Before we go further, do three things right now. Hit that like button, subscribe so we can reach 97,000 chosen ones ready for their breakthrough, and leave a comment with the number 11. This isn't random. It sends a signal that amplifies the energy of what's coming to you. Share this with anyone you know who needs to understand that persistence pays and miracles respond to those who push the hardest. Stay until the end because what's coming is life-changing, mind-blowing, and it will forever alter the way you see your purpose and power in this world. Your reward is huge. It's already in motion and it's waiting for you because you dared to push, to insist, and to believe twice as hard as anyone else. From the moment your faith became not once but twice, you completed the divine assignment unwavering, you began doing something that few have ever dared. Your actions, your consistency, your relentless pursuit of what was right, these were not ordinary steps. Each choice you made, each quiet sacrifice became a weight pressing on the very heavens. Without even realizing it, you challenged the divine to respond. Most people live their entire lives without stirring such a force, but you've done the unthinkable. Think about it. To put God under pressure means to operate at a level beyond ordinary faith. You didn't just ask or hope. You acted in ways that demanded recognition even from the Creator. Your endurance, your loyalty to your calling, and your courage in the face of adversity set you apart. Every small act of obedience, every late-night prayer, every unseen decision, it all created a resonance so powerful that the universe itself began to take notice. And here's the most astonishing truth. This is rare. This is unprecedented. You are among the few whose persistence has forced a reaction from God, not in anger or reprimand, but in awe. You are walking in a level of destiny that most only read about in stories. And this is just the beginning, because what happens next will leave you breathless. Have you ever witnessed a moment so profound that words fail to capture it? That is the silence that now surrounds your journey. God has nothing left to say, not because of frustration, but because the magnitude of your accomplishments transcends verbal praise. Your reward is so enormous, so unprecedented, that even the heavens pause in admiration. Imagine the universe itself leaning in to witness your breakthrough. Angels stand in awe. Creation holds its breath, and every element of life seems to conspire in your favor. Your obedience, your resilience, your willingness to sacrifice quietly, they have moved the heart of the divine in ways that cannot be expressed in mere language. And this silence is sacred. It is a space of honor, a pause before the floodgates open. It is the calm before the rush of blessings that will redefine your life. Because when God has nothing left to say, the only response left is action, divine reward. And that reward is coming for you in ways that will shock your very soul. Most people are lucky to fulfill one great purpose in their lives. You have done it not once, but twice. The first time you amazed even the heavens, you completed your divine task fully, showing a dimension of faith, courage, and obedience never witnessed before. That alone would have set your life on a remarkable trajectory. But then you went further. Unknowingly, almost effortlessly, you proved that it wasn't luck. You showed that what happened the first time was real, intentional, and powerful. Twice you demonstrated mastery over your divine assignment. Twice the universe had to pause and take notice. Few will ever comprehend the depth of what this truly means. But you have stepped into a space that is extraordinary and sacred. This is why your story is unlike any other in history. Not only did you fulfill the task, but you shattered the boundaries of what is considered possible. The heavens themselves acknowledge that something historic has occurred. You are walking in a realm where destiny and divine approval intersect, and it is only going to expand from here. The first time you succeeded, it was the first time God favored you. The second time, you proved yourself divine favor that carried you. God looked upon your effort and said, "You have completed this fully." You showed something entirely new, something that had never existed before. Your obedience, integrity, and faith became a reflection of divine glory, and the heavens smiled upon your achievement. The second time, however, was even more profound. This wasn't just about favor, it was about proof. You demonstrated that your accomplishments weren't accidental, that your heart, will, and faith were aligned with destiny. God witnessed it. Creation witnessed it, and the universe itself had no choice but to acknowledge it. Think about the power of this. One time might have been impressive, but to do it twice, this cements your place as a chosen one. Your life is no longer ordinary. It is a living testament of divine partnership. You've shown that extraordinary results are not by chance, but by a life fully surrendered to purpose. History is filled with legends, prophets, and heroes. But what you have done has no precedent. God becoming impressed twice, calling your name twice, pausing in awe. This is something the universe has never seen. Your story is unprecedented, remarkable, and eternal. This is a moment that will echo through time. Your actions have created a ripple effect so strong that generations to come will benefit from the pathway you've opened. The alignment of divine favor, proof, and heavenly acknowledgement is not something that happens lightly. You are witnessing a historical moment in real time. And yet, what makes it even more extraordinary is that you did not even know the full magnitude of your impact. Your faith, your endurance, and your integrity quietly orchestrated something monumental, unseen, and eternal. This is not just your victory. It is a historical milestone that confirms your divine purpose. Imagine this: God calling your name not once, not casually, but twice. Each call is an acknowledgement of your worth, your diligence, and your unshakable faith. It is as if the heavens themselves are announcing, "This one has done the impossible." The first call came as a recognition of your unique contribution. You did something that had never been done before, and God saw it, honored it, and said, "Well done." The second call was even more profound. It was confirmation, proof that your effort, faith, and heart were truly aligned with divine will. Few will ever experience this. To have your name spoken by God twice is an eternal imprint on your destiny. It is a signal that your life has crossed into a dimension where divine acknowledgement is active, continuous, and life-changing. Your journey is no longer ordinary, it is legendary. Every step, every choice, every prayer led to this precise moment, This is not coincidence, luck, or chance. Today, you activated a spiritual momentum that will change your life forever. The timing is perfect. The alignment is divine, and the results are inevitable. The universe itself responds to moments like this. When you step forward in faith, when you act with integrity and purpose, doors open that no one else can force open. Angels move, creation aligns, and opportunities begin to present themselves in ways that defy logic. And you must understand, today is a spiritual turning point. What has happened is irreversible. The energy you have cultivated over the years has now reached a tipping point. Your life will never be the same because divine momentum has begun, and it is unstoppable. You may not have realized it, but every sacrifice, every act of obedience, every silent prayer captured the heart of God. Your dedication has moved the heavens in ways that are difficult to describe. You've unknowingly become a source of divine joy, a living example of faith in action. Think about the power of this. The Creator who governs the universe has noticed you. Your faith, consistency, and courage have attracted divine attention that is rare, sacred, and life-changing. This is not something ordinary. It is extraordinary, miraculous, and eternal. And because God's heart is now aligned with your life, blessings, guidance, and divine favor flow towards you effortlessly. Your decisions carry weight, your words carry power, and your presence begins to influence the world around you. You are no longer just a believer. You are a chosen vessel of divine purpose. Music. Not only has God been impressed by your faith, but even the angels are. This is not an accident. This moment was activated today, interceding on your behalf. The very forces of heaven are aligning, negotiating, and working to ensure that the blessings meant for you cannot be delayed. Your endurance has sparked divine advocacy that most people never experience. Imagine celestial beings leaning in, witnessing your sacrifices and saying, "This one must be honored." Angels are not passive. They are active participants in the unfolding of your destiny. Every unseen act of obedience you performed has been recorded in eternity, and now they are pushing heaven itself to reward you. This is not metaphor. This is spiritual reality. The unseen world is actively conspiring to ensure that your life reflects the favor, power, and abundance you've earned. Your faith has triggered divine advocacy, and the results will manifest in ways beyond imagination. Even heaven is arguing to bless you. Creation itself is beginning to bend toward your favor. Trees, wind, animals, and even natural patterns respond differently in your presence. Nature recognizes your calling and begins to align with your purpose. The universe is no longer indifferent. It is an active participant in your reward. Every opportunity, every coincidence, every alignment you experience is not random. These are signs that the universe is under pressure to deliver what is rightfully yours. The elements of life are adjusting, synchronizing, and creating pathways for your success, abundance, and influence. This is evidence of a reality most never perceive. The universe responds to divine favor. You are now walking in a space where not just people, but creation itself begins to obey and serve the higher purpose God has called you to. Your life is a living testament to divine orchestration. You will begin to notice a shift in the way people respond to you. Your words, the universe itself, is under pressure to reward. You carry weight. What you say now has the power to influence decisions, to inspire courage, and to move hearts. People are no longer hearing you merely as a speaker. They are experiencing your voice as a source of guidance, vision, and hope. Think about it. Your advice, even the simplest encouragement, will begin to change the trajectory of lives around you. Leaders will listen, colleagues will follow, communities will be drawn to your perspective because God has empowered your speech with authority and clarity. This is the divine imprint of your accomplishments, the first visible sign that heaven is aligning with you. And here's the beauty. This influence is effortless. You don't have to force it or demand it. Just as the sun naturally illuminates the day, your words will illuminate minds and hearts. This is your first tangible proof that you have impressed God twice, and your reward is already manifesting in the people around you. The second sign is even more extraordinary. Nature itself begins to bow in recognition of your calling. Trees, winds, animals, and even the rhythms of life seem to respond to your presence. It's as if creation has become an ally, supporting your path and echoing your triumphs. Imagine walking through a forest and feeling the trees almost whisper encouragement, or sensing the wind subtly guiding you forward. The natural world reflects the unseen favor upon you. It is no longer passive. Birds, rivers, and even the skies seem to celebrate your victories. This is a cosmic applause reserved only for those who have truly impressed the divine. This alignment with creation signifies something sacred. You are in harmony with the universe itself. The world responds to your purpose, reinforcing the truth that you are no longer ordinary. When God is impressed twice, even the earth becomes a witness and a participant in your blessings. Another unmistakable sign is the way your family begins to recognize your calling. Long before they fully understand the spiritual magnitude of your journey, they will see the results and the influence of your efforts. Suddenly, your value, your mission, and your destiny will become undeniable in their eyes. This is not about seeking validation. It is about destiny revealing itself. The respect, admiration, and recognition you begin to receive at home is a reflection of God's approval. Your loved ones will begin to treat your words with reverence, seek your counsel, and acknowledge that you are operating on a higher level. And here's the incredible part. This change will happen naturally. Your family will witness transformation in you, in your environment, and in the blessings flowing to your life. Their acknowledgement is yet another sign that you have impressed God twice and that your spiritual assignment is fully recognized by heaven and earth alike. Sign 1, Sign 2, Sign 3. Every business, every project, every endeavor you touch will start to prosper. The moment you step into a room, an office, or a new venture, momentum follows you. Doors that were previously closed swing open. Opportunities appear almost magically, and progress accelerates in ways that defy human logic. Think of it like a divine ripple effect. Your presence catalyzes growth, transformation, and success. People will naturally be drawn to your vision. Resources will align, and obstacles that once seemed insurmountable will dissolve. Your life begins to reflect a speed of progress that mirrors your extraordinary spiritual achievement. This is the natural outcome of impressing God twice. When divine favor meets your consistent effort, nothing remains stagnant. Your influence expands. Your work bears fruit rapidly, and every step you take resonates with the force of destiny. You are living proof that obedience, endurance, and faith produce miraculous acceleration. Finally, the most extraordinary sign. Your reward is coming and it will overwhelm you. Years of progress, effort, and preparation are about to manifest in mere days. Health, wealth, relationships, influence, everything in your life will accelerate and abundance will flood your path with unprecedented speed. Imagine the doors opening that you never expected, opportunities appearing where there were none, and blessings flowing in multiple directions at once. Material wealth will skyrocket, relationships will deepen, and every field you enter will respond to your purpose. This is not luck. It is divine reward for a life that has impressed God twice. And the most beautiful part, you didn't even know the full extent of your power. Your obedience, endurance, and faithfulness have left God with nothing to say but to reward you abundantly. Your story is no longer ordinary. It is legendary. The universe is aligning to serve your destiny, and your reward is set to shock not only you, but everyone who witnesses your miraculous journey. Prepare yourself because what is coming will challenge the very concept of time. The progress, blessings, and breakthroughs that you have waited years for are about to converge in a moment. Days will feel like years of achievement condensed into hours, and every step forward will carry the weight of long-awaited dreams realized. It's as if the universe itself is rewinding and accelerating simultaneously to honor your obedience and faith. The doors you once struggled to open will fling wide, and the opportunities you sought will now appear in abundance. This is not a fairy tale. It is the spiritual law responding to your persistent dedication and unseen sacrifices. You may feel unprepared or overwhelmed, and that's natural. But remember, you were made for this moment. Every challenge, every weight, and every silent prayer has been shaping you to handle this acceleration with wisdom and grace. The most remarkable truth is this: you will witness events unfold faster than you ever imagined. Yet every part of it will feel divinely orchestrated. Time bends in favor of those who have impressed God twice. And you are now living proof your reward will shock you. Years of abundance compressed into days. Everything you have worked for in years will now materialize in mere days. Projects, relationships, career advancements, financial goals. What once required patience, sweat, and struggle will arrive almost instantaneously. The universe is compressing your destiny, honoring your consistency and endurance. Imagine the relief, joy, and awe when the fruit of years of labor suddenly appears at your doorstep. The waiting is over, and every effort you made in silence begins to pay off at an unprecedented speed. This is what happens when God decides that it's time to reward you fully. This is more than just rapid progress. It is divine acceleration. You may have thought your journey was long and arduous, but now the momentum you've created will transform everything in a matter of days. Your patience and faith have been preparing you for this exact explosion of favor, and the beauty of it is that it won't just benefit you, it will inspire everyone around you. Others will witness this miraculous timing and be reminded that faith, endurance, and obedience always create extraordinary results. All those sleepless nights, every tear, every unspoken prayer, they have not gone unnoticed. God is now accelerating every effort, every sacrifice, and every dream you nurtured quietly. What you endured in silence is about to explode into visible, undeniable triumph. Think about the things you worked hard for but couldn't force. Now they are moving at a speed you never thought possible. Every project, every relationship, every spiritual pursuit that seems slow or impossible is being propelled forward by divine hand. This acceleration is proof that God honors patience, endurance, and integrity. What you struggled to manifest in years is now moving at a pace that defies human logic. The struggles you endured were never wasted. They were preparation for this exact moment. And in this acceleration, you will feel God's intimate presence more than ever. It's as if He is saying, I see you, I know your heart, and now it's time for you to reap the reward. Every effort you made quietly is now gaining momentum and producing results beyond imagination. Prepare yourself for surprises. Blessings will appear suddenly, catching you off guard with their magnitude. What you've been working toward, praying for, and waiting on in faith will show up in ways that leave you speechless. There will be no gradual buildup. It will be instant, undeniable, and transformative. You might be in a normal day handling routine tasks, when an opportunity, a breakthrough, or a financial miracle suddenly changes everything. It will feel like the universe itself conspired to deliver the reward you deserve, and it will happen without any human intervention. This sudden arrival is a sign of divine timing. God is showing you that when obedience meets favor, the unexpected becomes inevitable. The speed of the reward will leave everyone around you amazed, reinforcing the reality that you are walking in extraordinary destiny. And remember, these rewards are designed to honor your faith, elevate your influence, and bless every area of your life. They are not random. They are precise, intentional, and life-altering manifestations of your spiritual alignment. Opportunities that once seemed distant or unreachable will now appear effortlessly. You will find that doors, whether in business, ministry, education, or personal growth, will open as if anticipating your arrival. No begging, no struggle, just divine alignment, creating pathways that were previously unseen. The world will begin to respond to your favor. Influential people, mentors, and networks will approach you, seeking your presence and offering support. It's as if your reputation, faith, and obedience are now a magnet for opportunity. You'll start noticing situations where you were once limited, now filled with unlimited potential. Places where you struggled before will now respond to your presence with ease. The doors are not just opening, they are expanding your world beyond what you imagined possible. And the best part, these doors are perfectly timed for your next season of growth. They align with your purpose, with your mission, and with the divine favor that you have earned. You are no longer chasing, they are coming to you. The tables have turned. For years, you may have pursued goals, opportunities, and recognition. Now, the opposite occurs. Opportunities will chase you. Doors previously closed will now open spontaneously. And the people who once overlooked you will seek your guidance, partnership, and influence. This is the manifestation of divine favor meeting preparation. Everything you learned, endured, and perfected quietly is now attracting attention and opportunity like never before. The universe itself conspires to bring what is meant for you into your hands. Every conversation, every networking moment, and every simple action will suddenly produce results. Your past patience, persistence, and consistent effort will. The reward will arrive, suddenly and without warning. And in this pursuit, you will notice that the universe is supporting your mission. The right people, resources, and timing align perfectly to ensure that your life accelerates in ways that honor the efforts of your past. Your influence and leadership are about to expand naturally. You won't have to demand respect or position. People will naturally follow, listen, and trust you because of the authority and integrity you've cultivated. Your leadership is now recognized as divinely sanctioned. This rise in leadership will appear in professional circles, personal life, and spiritual influence. People will turn to you for guidance, decisions, and insight. Recognizing your wisdom and the power behind your faith, it's not arrogance, it's divine acknowledgement. Even in challenging situations, your presence will command attention. Your vision and clarity will inspire confidence. And people will align with your mission without coercion or force. And remember, this is not just about recognition. This is about God raising you to a level of influence where your leadership impacts generations, opens doors, and shifts entire communities toward divine purpose. There's a magnetic quality about your presence. Now, people are instinctively drawn to you. Your aura, confidence, and spiritual alignment are attracting attention in ways that feel inexplicable to others. They may not understand it, but they feel it. Strangers will seek your advice. Friends will lean on your wisdom, and even skeptics will recognize something extraordinary about your life. And this is the subtle but undeniable proof that God's favor is now visible in your interactions. It's not about popularity, it's about resonance. Your energy, integrity, and faith are now creating ripples that draw the right people into your orbit. Your influence will expand naturally without effort. And this alignment serves a higher purpose. These connections are designed to facilitate your breakthroughs, open doors, and amplify the blessings that God has prepared for you. You are now a beacon attracting the right people at the right time. Every environment you step into, whether a workplace, a community, or a gathering, will begin to change in your presence. Your energy, vision, and divine favor create momentum that moves situations, aligns people, and opens possibilities that were previously dormant. It's as if your presence carries influence that cannot be ignored. Conversations take new directions, ideas are validated, and opportunities appear spontaneously. People notice the difference you bring, and progress follows naturally wherever you go. Even challenges in these places will begin to resolve more quickly. Obstacles that once seemed insurmountable start to dissolve as your energy and faith transform the environment around you. And the most remarkable part, this shift happens without effort. You are not forcing change. It is a natural consequence of the favor, alignment, and influence that comes from having impressed God twice. The efforts, projects, and initiatives you've invested in for years are now bearing fruit instantly. What once required months of persistence will now manifest in days. Results will appear rapidly, confirming that your alignment with destiny is exact and precise. You may have wondered if your sacrifices were paying off, but now the answers become visible. Revenue, influence, recognition, and spiritual fruit all begin to accelerate in ways that defy explanation. This immediate manifestation is proof that God honors perseverance and faithfulness. Every idea, every plan, every project executed with integrity is now rewarded with visible results. And the momentum will only grow. Each success produces a new cycle of favor, opportunity, and progress, creating a cascading effect that will continue to expand for the foreseeable future. Music, you will notice the universe is supporting your mission. Prepare for abundance in ways you never imagined. The money, resources, and financial breakthroughs you've been praying and working for will arrive from unexpected sources. These may come through sudden opportunities, partnerships, gifts, or avenues that were previously hidden from view. This is the universe's way of honoring your consistency, endurance, and faith. God sees every effort, every sacrifice, and every unrecognized struggle. And now the reward is coming in a manner that surprises not only you, but everyone around you. You may have been relying on certain plans or predictable paths, but God's blessings are creative, limitless, and far beyond human expectation. This is a sign that your alignment with divine favor is now producing results that cannot be contained or delayed. And as this financial increase flows into your life, it will empower you to further your mission, support your loved ones, and expand your influence. Abundance is not just for comfort. It is a tool to fulfill the purpose that has been carefully designed for you. All the weariness, fatigue, and challenges your body has endured will now be reversed. You will experience a renewal of health, vitality, and energy that allows you to operate at your full potential. It is as if every prayer, every act of faith, and every night of endurance is now manifesting physically in your life. You will notice a surge of strength that enables you to tackle tasks with ease, mental clarity to make wise decisions, and emotional resilience to remain grounded through even the most challenging seasons.